Guys, welcome to the channel. So I know it's been a few weeks since I've been on here, and I just decided to give a little update about where I am right now in my life and in this journey of like trying to make creative entrepreneurship work. So for starters, life has been fully kicking my butt, and I don't mean just like a little like haha, I mean like totally has me questioning my entire existence and pursuing my dreams. And like with the blueprint series that I've been doing, with posting online, things that I'm going through in my personal life, it's like everything is putting me in a box and it's asking me if I really want this life. And I've also been a little bit burnt out because I've been posting pretty consistently since about March, April. I started my journey here on YouTube in February. So since then to now, I've been on go, 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 go mode. Not just on YouTube, but like mainly on TikTok. And I just feel like I've just been pouring out energy while also balancing all of the change, my personal life with my son, like trying to just keep it all together and hold it all together. And I feel like I just reached this point a few weeks ago where I was just like I was tapped out. And I feel like I just reached my max when it comes to what I can put out. And, you know, I dropped the other episode of the Blueprint, episode 2, and I was very happy with it. And then after I dropped that, I was like, okay, by now I thought things would change when it comes to my creative pursuits. I thought that like something would like happen by now to where I wouldn't have to be still without like income. And things are getting really, really tight right now. I'm super uncomfortable. My surroundings feel like they're just coming in on me. Everything is coming in on me. And I'm just like, God, what am I going to do? I have no idea what I'm going to do. I have no idea if this is going to work. Like it just has me just like I'm in survival mode, you know? For so long I wasn't, but now I'm just like in survival mode. And I feel like that's also been really distracting when it comes to my creativity because I'm not just like freely thinking about creating anymore, but now like survival. And I've just like out of just pure human reaction based off of not wanting to go back to like being broke and like being in survival mode, I've gotten back on LinkedIn and I've started applying for jobs. But the thing with the jobs is, you guys, everything in my body, every bone in my body just is so resistant to that path. Even though I don't know how and when things are going to work out for me, I feel like I'm just at that point in my life. I've made a decision. I've not put all this work in for no reason. I have not put myself out there for no reason, taken the risk, written these episodes, shared my journey online to just go back to my Egypt. And the reason that I say my Egypt is because I've been thinking a lot about the Israelites and just the faith journey and like when God brought them out of Egypt, what the wilderness was really like. And I am in the wilderness season where you were promised something, when God showed you something, when he sent a word up before you, and you're in this desert. You don't know how you're going to eat. You don't know how you're going to make it through. You don't know what promised land looks like. And all like it's to the point where you're Egypt, and we can like think of our Egypt as like our jobs, our security, what doesn't feel good for us. Like for me, my Egypt is the security and the safety of corporate. Knowing when your paycheck's going to come, knowing the benefits that you're going to get, getting paid well, not having to trip, being able to travel, get your hair done, all of the things. And I found myself missing that, missing my old shackles, even though I knew that I wasn't happy and I wasn't fulfilled there. That feels better than this wilderness that I'm in and not knowing what the other side of this looks like. And so, you know, I think a lot of times we can read the Bible and we can see what the Israelites were thinking and feeling and how they didn't trust God, even though that God, it's impossible for him to lie, and his word will go forth regardless. So I'm just like, Christine, Do you really want to go back to your Egypt? Or are you just not trusting God and you're freaking out and you want to take control, which is my issue, is being a control freak and trying to take control over my life at all times. Like, I like to know where I'm going. I like to know what I'm doing, and I like certainty, and I don't have that right now, and that is making me just like flip out. And I had to, again, like my last episode was evolve or repeat, which is exactly where I am in my life right now. And, you know, I was just thinking, and I'm like, God, this is very difficult for me right now. This sucks. I don't know what's on the other side of this, but I want so badly for this to work. And I know that it's going to work. I just don't know when and how. And that freaks me out. So I've just been really honest about God, like, God, I still want this. Like, sometimes you just have to stand on business behind what it is that you said that you want. And even if it gets hard, even if resources start to dry, even when you feel confused and doubtful, to me, I'm just at the point in my life where I've had the job. I've done that. I've spent my whole life just it being about security and being comfortable. And right now, I'd rather just take the risk, and I would rather continue down this path of just pushing past the resistance and trying, other than giving up and going back to my Egypt, going back to my comfort zone and not being fulfilled in my life. Like, I can't afford emotionally, physically, everything to be safe, to feel safe anymore, and to go back to safety, even though right now is so uncomfortable. And man, it's just like, I think about a lot, and I feel like I've changed and evolved and grown so much on this journey just this year alone when it comes to what I want to do with my life, all of those things that I'm just like, honestly, guys, what keeps me going in the midst of all of this confusion is because I'm building based off of revelation and based off of a word that God gave me. It's not because I'm being random and I'm just living my life free, willy-nilly, and with no direction, with no guidance, no anything. I'm honestly just like, God, you've shown me too much about my life and my dreams and visions for me to go right back to where I was. Like, this journey was way too intentional. I didn't take a leap of faith and quit my job. I didn't just go out and try to carve my own lane. Everything leading up to this point was so intentional and ordered by God that I've just been thinking, like, there's no way that you're going to have me turn around and go right back where I came from. So at this point, you guys, my lease is up in like 2 months. I literally don't know. Like, I don't know anything about anything right now. All I know is that I've made the decision. I was just thinking a lot the past couple of weeks about what it is that I do want. And I feel like I'm very clear. Like, I want to, I'm very clear on what I want to do. And I'm just giving it to God and I'm letting go. And I'm just like, God, like, you have to back me on this. And also feeling like God has me in a space where he's shown me that my works and what I'm able to do and my strength, it's nothing without his backing. Like, no matter how talented I am, no matter how consistent I am, no matter how much energy and time and effort I put into building a thing, it's at the end of the day, it's all in his hands. I can't change the algorithm. I can't make opportunities come to me. And I also don't want to, because I've done that before and it doesn't work out. I'm just like, if this is your will for my life, you have to back this. You have to fund it. You have to make things happen. I just know that I'm not going to give up. And I'm still sure that this is what I want, and I'm willing to just surrender and go through the wilderness and get through this, because I know I'm going to get through it. And I keep telling myself that this is so temporary, Christine. Like, this season that you're in is so temporary. If you can just have faith, put your head down and just resist the resistance, this will be behind you. And that has been keeping me going, because y'all, it's getting to a point where I'm just like, you guys, I love to be pampered. I I have been quite spoiled, I would say, for the past few years of my life. Like, I take great care of my, I've been going on trips out the country, getting the hair done. And I'm like, God, like, wait, like, hair done? Please don't play with me right now. Like, please don't play with me right now. I need my hair done so bad. It's actually been like an actual prayer point. I'm not kidding. And I'm just like, whoo, this is uncomfortable. This is uncomfortable. But this, I feel like the exact feelings and the exact phase that I am in my life right now is where people drop ship and they go right back to what's comfortable. They go back to what's always worked. And I know that if I do that, I'm going to be unhappy. I'm going to be miserable and I'm going to regret it. I've spent my whole life being performative, putting myself in a box, self-doubt, fear, letting all the things stop me. And I'm about to be 30 years old in 4 months. Like, it's like, I have to stop the cycle. Like, I don't want to live my life in that systems anymore. And I'm also just to the point where it's like, I'm thinking long term. Like, I'm thinking about my legacy. I'm thinking like, I don't want to wait to be chosen anymore, which is the reason that I even started my series in the first place. Like, I am tired of waiting to be picked. I'm tired of waiting for an opportunity to drop in my lap. That's why I'm just trying to build my life as much as I can right now. And just God willing, things are going to work out. But I totally understand why people give up on their dreams, because when things get like this, it got you feeling like, you know what, I was maybe a little bit too ambitious. Like, maybe I was a little bit too delusional, but what's on the other side? It's like, when you know that you know that you know that you know it's going to work out, you got to stand 10 toes. And that's just where I am in my life. And then I was just thinking like, man, I want to, whatever I do, I don't want to, how do I put this? Because I feel like some people say this from like arrogance or ego or just like unwilling to be under people. But I don't want for my whole life, not to say that it won't start out this way in whatever path God has me on, but I don't always want to have my hand out for stuff. Like, I don't want to wait for someone to read my script and say that it's worthy to be on this platform. I want to build my own. Like, I was just thinking, like, why not your own media production company? Like, why not? Not right now. That's why I'm building and I'm growing and I'm just trying to do what I can. But it's like, why not? Like, if we're going to do it, let's do it big. Let's put our all into it. And let's just really believe that, yes, I'm limited in my capabilities and what I'm able to do, but with God, literally anything is possible. So, you know, if you're in a similar situation, we're in September. We have 4 months left of the year. Wait, October, November, December. We have 3-ish months left of the year. Stand on business behind what you want and just keep going. Everything that you're feeling is normal. You know, everything that I'm feeling, it's like, that's why I'm sharing and I'm just being so open about my journey, because I want to come back to these moments and be like, okay, this is normal. You're going to feel those things, but you have to push through. You have to push past the resistance, and you got to just have vision for what it is that you want, where you want to be, and just know with God, it can happen. How long it's going to take, I don't know, but I am just going to use the rest of this time to continue to create. What else can I do? You know, and when it comes to the Blueprint series, I'm like, you guys, first of all, I like to take my time when it comes to creating. I am not a popcorn creator. I also like a very peaceful life, and I also like to be very present in my life. I've just learned this about myself, that I cannot live my life online. I cannot like live and post every single moment of my life and broadcast it, because what's the point? I feel like then you're a slave to the algorithm and people's opinions and just like not being present in life. I crave more than anything in this world true freedom. Like, freedom to me is the ultimate highest form of success, because I do not want to be a slave to anything. So yeah, y'all, I don't know. I don't have any answers right now, but I'm just going to, like I said, dedicate the rest of this time to just doing what I can and leaving the rest in God's hands. So yeah, that is my brief update right now. I still want to continue the countdown to 30, the blueprint, but things take time. Like ideas, especially with me, I have realized when it comes to creativity, I don't like to create just for people to look at nice things or to just be seen and waste words. I like to be intentional. I like for people to feel what it is that I'm feeling when I created it, and for that to like resonate with the other person. Those ideas I don't just wake up with those ideas. I have to live a little bit of life. I have to experience a few things. I have to have new revelations. I have to be inspired. I have to write the scripts, put the visuals together. Like that takes time. And as much as I wish that I had more speed to give those type of things, it's like I have to also just stay true to myself, be authentic in what I'm creating, really feel it, and just, post when I can. So as far as the next episode, I've started brainstorming a little bit and just really praying, because I do know that this was an idea from God, to just pray about what is the next episode supposed to be. And God, like, I feel, okay, so this is the other point. So when it comes to this series, ideally what I have in my brain, I'm not able to do alone. I need a team for what I really want to do. And for what I'm able to do, sometimes it can feel like I'm chipping at a huge iceberg. And imagine this. Imagine, how can I put this in visuals? Okay, this was my water. Imagine this is an iceberg. Imagine this little tiny thing is a hammer. And this is what it feels like. Every time I post, every time I create an episode, it feels like, you see how it's not doing anything? That's what it feels like. And it just sometimes feels like it's just like, why am I even making any steps at all? Like, this is going to take 50,000 trillion years. But again, that's where God comes into play, because we are limited in our abilities and we can't control everything, and we do have to trust him. So, yeah, guys, I have talked a lot, but I just wanted to just post this. One, to get myself out of this mindset that I have to always feel like it when I show up and when I do things, because yes, I very much so love to just be ghost. Like, it's so easy for me to just delete everything, live my life under a little cave and not show up. But I am committed, you guys. So literally I'm sticking through, I'm pushing through. This is not easy. It doesn't feel good. I'm very uncomfortable. I'm very just like, who knows? But I'm going to see this through, and I'm going to continue showing up. I'm going to use all that I got to continue this journey and the vision. And I literally know, it's like, even though I'm in this wilderness, it's like, you ever just knew that you knew that you knew that you knew you're going to have a wonderful testimony and just like an amazing turnaround in just this situation. Like, I just feel like God is going to do his big one. I don't know what he's going to do, but I know that he has my back, even though sometimes I swear to God that he doesn't, and I'm just like being like super emo, and I'm like, do you even care about me? But I know that I know that I know, I know that I know that I know that I know that this is going to work out. So yeah, if you're seeing this, stay encouraged, keep the faith, be resilient, be bold, show up for what you believe in. And yeah, I will see you guys probably next week. I think I'm out of my slump, and I'm just gonna use all I got now. So I will see you guys later.